Okay, welcome. Welcome to another tapper in our series of tappers for the Viva event being held here in Spain. We've got the lovely Jenny Kennard with us today, and she's going to be one of our speakers. We're really, really happy to have her on board. So as we've been doing, we're trying to help people get a feel of our speakers, a sense of who they are, why they're coming to speak, why they've been so inspired to do the work that they're doing. And I did mention that Jenny Kennard works, her and her husband set up a company called Innate Wellbeing, and that's what they're doing. They're helping people uncover their innate well-being. And so I just really want to hand it over to you, Jenny. I don't want to spoil the preview of what's to come. So whatever you'd like to share with us in terms of why you're coming to speak for us at this event, and what people can experience from coming along to the 3 days. What will they get out of it?
Thank you. Well, I'm really excited to come out to Spain and speak about this. I'm always inspired to share what I've seen of this understanding with people. I think I came to this quite different from my husband Rudy, because I was someone who felt like I needed help, felt broken and struggled. And I went on a 3-day course, not really knowing what I was getting myself in for. I'd had no clue really what it was about. So I kind of went with an open mind. And it was one of those things where I came away still not knowing what I'd learnt about, but I felt different. I felt free and I felt happy. I felt peace. And I just wanted to learn more. So seeing how it helped my own life, I then wanted to be able to help other people. So I've been learning as much as I can, and sitting on trainings and traveling the world and interviewing people to see what it is. And what I thought I've learned for myself is how people change, why people change. And to be able to share that as a job has been amazing. I think what's so special about this conference is that you'll get to hear from so many different speakers from different backgrounds. And it really is an opportunity to forget everything about normal life and just go in there, and it's for you. And as we learn this for ourselves, we become much more able to help other people. We're able to connect with other people. We're able to have more fulfilling relationships. And it seems very simple what we're going to be pointing to over the 3 days. But what the simplicity of it seems to transform. And for me, initially, it was the difference between being able to go to a restaurant and order a meal without feeling uncomfortable. That was huge for me. So it's like these tiny changes that to most people seemed like nothing. Learning about this well-being that lies within us opened me up to a new life. The limits that I'd put on myself and what I could achieve, I saw through and have overcome. And I kind of look back at the last 10 years of learning about this to what I've been able to do and be part of. And I look back at my 23-year-old self and think, God, she hadn't got a clue what was ahead of her. Because I was limited to being someone who was depressed, someone that had eating disorders, someone that was shy and uncomfortable. So I think for me, being able to stand at an event and share my story in front of a big group of people is kind of it's a good testimony to what this is. To take someone who was too shy to take clothes back into a store or speak to the checkout person, and then have them speaking on stage. And it hasn't been through effort and trying and practicing and mantra. It's been through uncovering what was already present. So I can't recommend it highly enough. I think I've dedicated my life really now to sharing this, because I've seen the potential in my own life, and then with everyone else that I've had the pleasure of meeting, the power and simplicity. So I'm just really looking forward to listening to other speakers and learning more for myself, and also just sharing what I can, in the hope that, I can inspire others who are wanting to help other people.
Wow, that's lovely. Yeah, and I know you've you've traveled to many different countries. Actually, as you said, first off, you were interviewing people all around the world. And now it feels like watching, I've been watching your progress over the last 5 years, as long as we've known each other. And progress is probably the wrong word, but just that your life unfolding over the last 5 years, and seeing you traveling to all these different countries and actually teaching now. You're not doing the interviewing, you're actually the ones on the stage, as you will be for the Viva event for us. You've been to places like Russia, I can't remember all the Sweden and all the countries you've been to, and I think that's a testament too as to how this is spreading around the world, and more people are sort of waking up to the fact that they have this. And I just love that. I really love that. So we're really, really, really pleased to be able that you can fit us into your busy schedule.
I loved it when you reminded me that you went along with an open mind to that first 3-day weekend with Dr. Roger Mills, and like, how does that happen? How do we find ourselves doing that? Because I find myself doing things like that too, and that's what we're hoping that people will have a sense of, that it's all right. If you just open your mind, you will find yourself in a place that's going to be helpful to you. Beyond what we already know. This is something new to discover. So I love the way you talked about that.
I think as well, it's lovely that we have had the opportunity to share with different populations all around the world, from within jail system, within the school system, with businesses, and you start seeing people as people, and you start seeing beyond the labels or ideas of who you think they are, and you start seeing other human beings. And I think the potential for this to bring us together as a community, and then as a world, bring us together. And I don't know, the separation and the fear I used to have of other people seems to have fallen away, because I've got to meet people who, on the outside may not have been or done things in their life that I agree with, but when you peel back, there is always this incredible spirit, this incredible person that you get to connect with. And I don't know, it's inspired me again to just want to share this with people, because I didn't know this when I was at school. I struggled and suffered my own thinking, and I felt like I lived in a prison. And to know that there was a simple adjustment that could be made in my understanding that could allow a life now that I'm living would have seemed impossible. And I remember watching some of the videos on that first course, listening to different people talk about their experience of change, and they were people that I didn't think could change. So I think now my limits of who I think this is relevant for have disappeared, because I can see if you're a human being, this is relevant. If you're having a happy, enjoying your life, this is still relevant, because there's no end to happiness and depth of relationships and love. So it's not that you have to be where I was and sort of dire mess, to get benefit from this. It's for everyone. And I think to see the people facilitating the course that I was on, then seeing them having a meal and going for walks with them, I saw that they weren't just talking about this, they were living this. They're embodying this understanding for themselves. And that again was like, this is different. This isn't about, this isn't about telling people how to live and then going and living a completely different way. Everyone in this community is an embodiment of their understanding. It's not just saved for the stage or for their clients. It's taken home into their everyday life, and you see it in their families and the way they connect. So it doesn't matter if your role is as a mother or a helper or a coach or a teacher or any of those kind of roles. It's like the label doesn't matter. We're always having interaction with people and relationships, but we get to do that in a more fulfilling way and a more loving way. So I kind of feel like it is for everyone. There is no one that this isn't kind of helpful for.
Beautiful. Thank you.
I agree with you 100%, Jenny.
Yeah, really well spoken.
Thank you.
Thank you. So if we end there, keep it short for people, because we know they're busy, and just to say thank you for people for watching this. Thank you, Jenny, for giving us your time, and we look forward to speaking soon.
See you in Spain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye.